G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here, and welcome to this week's video on my Star Wars collection, or what I like to call my Star Wars wall. So in today's video we're going to take a quick look through the collection, well, a relatively quick look through the collection, and I also want to talk to you about my plans, my future plans for expansion. I also want to show you a stack of Star Wars sets I haven't built yet. Now, I have done videos on this Star Wars wall before. I've done in-depth videos on each cabinet. So if you want to take a look at those, you want to have a closer look at the sets, I'll put cards up throughout the video, so in your top right hand side of your screen you'll see those cards and you can click on those and go have a look at those at your leisure. Now, what else have I got? This isn't all of my Star Wars collection. I do have some other bits and pieces. I've actually got a stand over there. I might try and show that at the end of the video. But I also have a UCS collection. So again, I'll put a card up. So if you want to have a look at the UCS collection, you can go and do that. But that's enough yammering on. Let's start with some Lego. Alright, well, we'll go for a bit of a zoom along. Have a quick look at the collection. So we might start down this end because this was the very first cabinet that I did a video on. So it sounds like a good place to start. And let's go with the bottom, shall we? So this is Clone Wars. Some very nice sets there. I think this is all pretty much the same. I have added the pirate skiff there. That's thanks to Scotty. Bricks and Games. On this shelf, really love this shelf from episode 1. Certainly had some great Lego sets for this movie. Got a little mezzanine shelf there. Beautiful MTT. Some great sets all round. And episode 2. There's some Clone Wars sets in here as well. The Venator up there. This is another fantastic shelf. I did add some extra clones in there. Some of the different clones. And then the top shelf is some of the biggest sets. We've got all the turbo tanks, gunships, drop ships, and that's just a beauty, isn't it? Fantastic sets up there. And then if we move along, we've got Tatooine. And again, fantastic sets. Really love these 2 bays. So I probably could do with a few more sets around here to fill it out a little bit. Sail barge. And the Jabba's Palace. That was my first ever mock as an AFOL. And we'll go back up here. We've got this shelf's probably a little bit different because we've got the Imperial Landing Craft, the newer one there. That was pretty cool, that. We've got the old one up the top. Yeah, got another sail barge up there, and we have the 2 sand crawlers. The old one, the oldest one, and the newest one. And well, I've got my arms in the air. Oh no, hang on, we didn't finish down here. Let's go down the bottom. Okay, so here we have Force Awakens. Some great builds. The Force Awakens, some great designs, great ships. Very cool. And if we go right down the bottom, probably where a lot of people think it should be, but I still enjoyed The Last Jedi. Looking forward to Rise of Skywalker, that's for sure. And some great sets here again. Lego did a great job with them. And actually we're at the bottom, we'll stay at the bottom and we'll go along to all the interceptors, all the starfighters. This is quite a collection of Lego sets and a few custom builds as well. Very colourful shelf. Moving up to all the Rogue One sets. I only just watched this movie again the other night and absolutely loved it. I just love Rogue One movie. I love these sets. It's very cool. So I'm thinking about putting the anniversary sets here next to that. I think that might do it. I know they should go in the other bays for the movies, but I'd like to try and keep all those anniversary sets together. What do you think about that? So still got to do this shelf. Got a lot coming for there. I put the Ewok villages on there. Do a bit of a scene. And up the top we've got the Solo sets. And again, I think Lego did a great job with these sets. I actually think that Disney did a pretty good job with the movie too. Really enjoyed that movie. It was a lot of fun. I did add these minifigs to the shelf. They look good all lined up there. So haven't seen any newer ones from Lego, so I don't know what they're doing, whether they're going to continue with that or not. I was going to go back up the top, but my arms are getting sore, so we're going to go down the bottom, I think, and start down the bottom. And this is a bit of a miscellaneous shelf. So I've got a Slave one here, and of course I've got the Slave one for the anniversary set. So, you know, should I put it in there, or like I said, maybe I should put them all together in that spot there. And there is an unbuilt set up the back there. As I said, I'm going to show you a pile of sets I haven't built yet. And it's not all of them. I've probably got half a dozen or so stashed away in the bedroom. Some of the older sets. I've got the pod racers, the old pod racer set. I think I've got another gunship stashed away. And yeah, so this shelf is the Imperial shelf. It's the evil shelf. But evil looks good, doesn't it? Check these out. How cool are these sets? They're just fantastic. Very menacing indeed. Just see if I can brighten that up a little bit. There we go. And moving up, we've got the Rebels, the Resistance, B-Wing there, just some great sets. Tantive, still haven't picked up the new one yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, because I have got the Rebel Blockade Runner UCS set, so I'm not too sure where I'll display that when I do get it. Can't wait till it hits the shops though, so I can try and get it a bit cheaper. X-Wings up back, great models. Y-Wings and A-Wings. Another great shelf. And moving up, we have the Rebels. The last set here. Got the Ghost up there. I'm really stretching out now. Let's see if I can get in a bit closer. Oh, almost fell over. I thought the Rebels was a great series. I thought they made some great sets as well. It's kind of a shame it's all over. Just gotta wait for the Clone Wars to start up again now, don't we? Okay, so let's take you to my pile of unbuilt sets. Just before we do that, this is the other little stand that I have. So this is kind of like my EU stand. These ones are from a game, I believe. Some cool sets here. There's the old troop dropship that we got, that we're getting again in the anniversary sets. Another great build there. And this is my TIE Crawler mock. And here's a pile, so I guess it's not too bad. It's a lot of smaller sets, ones I could knock over pretty quickly, just got to get into it. I do have a couple of, well, 3 Creator Expert sets there, but other than that it's all pretty much all Star Wars in there. There's the anniversary set, so got a couple more of those I've got to pick up yet. And yeah, just got to get in and get cracking, get them built. We'll just take a quick overview as we wander back down this end. We'll have a chat about my expansion plan. So what I'm going to do is down this end here, I've got this small gap here. Now at the moment I've got my Creator Cars and just a throw on bench, I guess you call it, where I just dump anything. So gonna move that out of the way, and I can fit, believe it or not, in this space I can fit 1.5 of these cabinets. So my plan is to get them built, and then I'll have, so I've got the 4 cabinets there, so I'll have 5.5 cabinets. I put the full cabinet here and then a little half cabinet on the end. So that's my plan to expand for the Star Wars. Now the only problem I've got is, as I've talked about for my city, is moving the city out here. To build these stands, because they're so big, these cabinets, because they're so big, you can just see how close they are to the ceiling being up there. I actually cut them all up, pre-drill the holes, get them all ready in my shed, and then I put them together in place pretty much where they're going, so I can just slide them back into place. Now what that means is, when my city comes out here, I'm gonna be really tight for room in this area here. So I really need to get these stands, or these cabinets, keep calling them stands, these cabinets built before I move the city. So it is going to slow me down somewhat to get the city out here, unfortunately. So plus I've got to come up with the money to buy the material to build these cabinets. Not that they're that expensive when you do them yourself, but it still does cost something. So yeah, so that's my plans moving forward. That will make it a huge wall then. Of course it is going to block that doorway, but we never use that doorway anyway, so it doesn't matter. I've got a habit of blocking the doorways in the Lego room. The next time I do an update, you'll see that even more. We'll get onto that. I will do a full Lego room update soon. But that's it. So let me know any thoughts you got. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. I hope you did enjoy this week's video. But that's it for now. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.